Hi y'all, thank you for tuning in when this goes up or wherever in the space-time continuum you are. So I got to thinking, if I switch things up and I read tarot for you, why don't I read tarot for myself and let you guys watch? And now my results are kind of just different from everyone's. Personally, what I go through, I feel like I want you guys to see a true, authentic part of me, whether it's good or bad. And I find that opening up and allowing you to witness precedents in my life is something not a lot of people will do. You know what I mean? They like to keep things hush-hush and behind closed doors. And I feel like being able to relate to the person that you're watching or, you're seeking information from helps. So please, thank you for the energy and the readings that we are about to receive. Please be honest. Please be truthful. Please, no lies, no manipulation. Thank you. I call upon my spirit guides. I call upon the universe. I call upon the divine. So necessarily, I don't always want to sage. Sometimes I will give up Palo Santo in this, or sometimes I will give up sweetgrass, sage, and Palo Santo. And today I just kind of felt like this needed to be done. So please clean and allow my throat, my sacral. Please allow and push any negative energy that would like to manipulate or be deceitful. Thank you. So let's get into it. I hope y'all are doing good. I know I'm kind of just in the process of getting underway with a slight irritable, not cold, but I can kind of feel like my ears and my sinuses are a bit inflamed. So, I'm kind of just going through that as long as my throat, and I've kind of had this for the last 2 weeks. It's kind of been off and on. So if I sound stuffy or I don't sound like myself, my voice is a bit, I wouldn't say rattly, but it's a bit, it fluctuates. And so that is why I would like to just give a trigger warning just to let you know that my voice may go in and out. Or you may hear me clear my throat because of, the metaphoric frog in your throat. Okay, cards, we are conducting a reading for myself, so please be honest, be truthful. Please be... Let's get into it. So the first one, the King of Cups reversed. I kind of feel like even for myself, my emotions are kind of just, they're hanging on by a limb at this point. That is what I feel in this card. So I have the ability, the very innate inability. I have the ability to create things, and sometimes I feel like I'm not seeing the bigger picture, or I feel kind of stuck right now. I honestly do. I feel like I'm not good enough, and I know this is hindering my creativity. And for those who, tuning in, I actually very much so have a creative mentality. I'm not very artistic, but I do write stories here and there, and I've been writing this story for the last 2-3 years. And I just never have been able to finish it. And I'm the type of person, I like to make out my rough draft. I like to make out my synopsis of my story and then my ending before I actually sit down and write the before, the after, and the, But I will write 2 or 3 drafts, of different events that happen throughout the story. So it's 2-3 different story events. And then basically either get rid of things or basically put it in and do that. So I've been writing this story, And it ties into spirit and things like that. And I have a bunch of just different ideas. I have like 6 different stories I've been trying to write for like the last year, and I just never got around to it because I never found like the momentum to do it. So I see this in this card that I can create things if I put my mind to it. It's just telling myself that you are good enough. You are responsible for what you do. And I see that. The Emperor. Oh gosh, and the fact that this is reversed. I I really identify with the divine masculine. I've never really felt feminine. To be honest, do you see me wear like colors like pink or something? Because I have a few articles of like pink clothing. Growing up, I was a straight tomboy. I mean, growing up with older siblings, I got hand-me-downs, if they fit. So I really identified at that. And so releasing and basically telling myself that it's okay to be feminine. Like, I do like wearing makeup. I do. But at the same time, it's just, I don't like doing it because my skin always breaks out. And I'm just going through a really hard patch right now. I've been stressing out. I've been breaking out. It's not been a good month for me. I've just been super emotional. I've been going through my feels. I've been going through the motions. Shockingly, I have not been like depressed, which is that's great. So the Emperor and things like that, I kind of feel like it's I gotta relinquish a bit of the control. And I see this with the Emperor is, like, I'm trying to manipulate situations that I have no business doing. And I feel like that's exactly what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to tie the universe's hand and manifest something for me when maybe it's not the best, like, situation. The Page of Pentacles. Like, I'm really trying to, like, start out and, like, you know, get my life together, my ducks in a row, and, you know, start my life. Because it's like, I just feel like where I'm at right now in my life, not spiritual, I'm just not in where I want to be, you know, and I get that things take time. And, like, financially, I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? So I've been really, like, researching and finding, you know, things that work for me that may not work for you, and basically talking to people who they're really good with, you know, their finances or their abundance and things like that. So, like, I'm basically trying to acquire knowledge. Like, I kind of am into the past right now, because I tend to find that there is comfort in the past. Like, if I know someone hurt me, then I have that memory, and just to be like, nope, I'm not letting you have a second chance or a third chance or a fourth chance. So I kind of feel like I'm crying over spilt milk right now. And I'm just like, what am I doing? And I kind of see with the King of Cups and the Five of Cups right here that I'm just to the point where it's like I'm ready to master my emotions. I'm tired of, you know, going through this. And it's like, it's spring cleaning for me right now, emotionally. And just going through and removing the parasitic roots of the past, because currently my present is still being created. So therefore my future has yet to be created. And so, like, I don't want to basically say that my past can create my future, because that's not what I want. Because I know that if I let my past create my future, then I'm just going to be stuck my entire life. So, the Chariot. I have a driving force, you know what I mean? And it's basically letting that ambition, that drive, really kicking in, like, just go. And I feel like right now I'm kind of on autopilot. And I don't want to be on autopilot. Like, I want to be in the driver's seat. I want to be able to do these things. But I feel like right now, it's just like, I know that there's a time for it. I know that there's time and reason for the patterns that happen, if that makes any sense. And I know for a fact that I need to be able to explore and to make right what I need to. And I kind of feel like there's so much to learn, to give, and to create, but I just kind of feel like emotionally I'm blocking myself, and I kind of see that with the King of Cups right now and the Five of Cups, that my creativity has kind of been stifled by my own doing. Can we clarify the Emperor card? Can we clarify the Emperor card? Oh, can we clarify the Emperor card? So I asked to clarify the Emperor, and I got this. So I'm just making obstacles for myself because I pulled this upright, or excuse me, reversed. So upright would say that I'm basically pole vaulting over my problems and, you know, the obstacles that I am facing. But currently right now, I'm making more problems for myself, and I kind of see that with this. So we have the Knight of Swords, and because it was reversed, I kind of feel like instead of gallivanting after something that I want, I'm basically, you know, plotting. I'm trying to manipulate a subject that I want a favorable outcome for, and maybe that's what it's talking about, is there is a bit of ruthlessness, and I kind of feel like I'm doing it for the wrong reasons, if that makes any sense. And knowing the fact that this crying over spilt milk is actually tampering with the abundance that I need to receive. And so I need to cut that out. I need to be able to free myself from these inabilities or these blocks and my creative vitality. And I just keep getting the thought of, you know, the heart and the sacral right now are a bit blocked. So I pulled this reverse, so I'm getting a lot of reverse cards right now. I only have like 3 cards that are not reversed. So, the Ace of Pentacles, like I said, I kind of feel greedy. I'm doing things for the wrong reason. And I kind of feel like that with the Page is like I'm trying to acquire things that may not be the best. Or I want things that have no meaning to me, and I don't have discipline, and I don't know how to basically clear that out. And I kind of feel like that I need to basically spring clean, you know what I mean? Because I know that there's things that just, they need to come out. And I kind of feel, again, there's things that I need to come out, and I need to embrace my naked vulnerability. I need to basically stop playing the victim of my own life and actually become what I need. And I see that is like, it's time to basically allow that inner child to come out and stop imprisoning it and saying that, oh no, I'm protecting you, but in reality, I'm protecting the ego, I'm protecting myself from being hurt, and that's not okay. So I need to basically allow myself to come out to the sun again. I need to be able to walk in the light, and I need to be okay with where I'm at, because everything happens for a reason. But I'm not saying that everything happens for a reason, because my hand is still wanting to tie things that I have no business tying, you know what I mean, or manifesting. And so really letting go of the past with the Five of Cups is a huge theme right now for me. And I keep seeing that as, you know, let go, and basically open yourself up to receive new, anew, you know? And so then we have the Five of Cups. And I kind of feel like there is a message saying that you are clever and you are enough. And it's like, don't ever think that you aren't. I mean, things die for a reason. Things transform for a reason. And it's just like, if you're too busy focusing on that transformation and you're not trying to walk out of it because you're stifling your vitality, you're stifling your transformation, like, you're going to struggle and you're going to make things worse. And I see that with this is, like, I'm really creating problems for myself that logically should not be there. And I just, there's something just odd, you know what I mean? Like, I just keep getting, the time will reveal all when the time is ready. And it's like, just surrender and trust. And with me, I have trust issues, guys. Like, I cannot tell you. And sometimes it's like, well, like, why do you not trust the universe? Why don't you trust Mother Cosmos and things like that? And it's like, it's just, it stems from that. So it's like, don't make burdens, you know what I mean? It's what I'm hearing, is don't make burdens on yourself. And there's strength, you know? Like, things happen for a reason, and yet energy is coming, people are coming, like, there's a renewed sense of purpose. Like, just let it happen, like, is what I'm hearing, is let it happen, stop, you know, playing the fence, stop dabbling. Time heals all. And I kind of feel with this right now, I'm trying to basically make it happen. And yet, I know that everything will be when it needs to be, if that makes any sense. So it's like, don't lose sleep, don't fucking cry over things that happen, just don't. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like, the seeds that you sow now, like, if you want, specifically like with this, with these three cards, I feel like this is really telling me that it's like, if you sow your seeds now and they're growing in darkness, like, they make no sound. They were just basically, you put them in the ground and you water them and you know that they're there, or sometimes you kind of forget about it, but they're alone in the darkness. It's entirely up to them, you know, because, like, some won't make it and some will. So it's entirely up to the nutrients into the soil. And I just keep thinking, like, have patience, have trust, like, let go, and just know that, like, if you keep repeating a karmic cycle and expecting something different, then you failed at what you're doing, you know, because it's like, you have all these abilities and yet you're not using them for a better purpose. You're using them for your own miserable greed for whatever reason. And I'm not talking like, because some things have to happen. It's like, don't, you know, have unhealthy coping mechanisms is what I hear in the Wheel of Fortune, is like, just don't. And I kind of feel like you'll have what I have, you know, and I double check that. And so it's like, relax, like, you'll get what you want at time, you know what I mean? Like, you just gotta clean everything out and you'll get where you need to be, and just go from there, you know? Okay, thank you, cards. Are there any last messages? Are there any last cards? So yeah, it's like, don't be small time. Like, you know that you're called for a bigger purpose, and why is that coming out? The Lovers. And I feel like I honestly right now, like, I'm basically, I do have self-love, but it's very little. And when I try to start like self-love, or you know, try to take care of me, like something or whatever is like, I feel kind of set back with the Five of Cups. So maybe it's not like in the past, or maybe I'm just thinking, oh, this is so hard, I don't like this, because I need to break habits. So I feel like the Lovers card is really telling me that I need to prioritize myself and not basically look for unhealthy coping mechanisms to basically like get out of that. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I feel like when you're alone with yourself, like, you're really alone with your shadow, or you're really like embracing it, and you just find like all the bad things that you don't like about yourself. I kind of feel like I'm running away from myself, if that makes any sense. And it's unrealistic. It's unreliable, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I need to put myself first. I can't just put everything else and solve others' problems, you know, because that's unhealthy. And so I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I know this is something different, and so I just want to say thank you. Bye.